Hey everyone, this is Kayla Matthews with your WAD for Friday, March the 14th, and we are going to be talking about F.O.R.M today. Now, I guarantee you at some point in your Advocare journey, somebody has done F.O.R.M on you, and you will need to do F.O.R.M on somebody else. So it's a great tool to know. Now, I'll tell you, when I first started my Advocare journey, I recruited people that I knew, right? But then guess what? Those people that I knew recruited people that I didn't know. And so we are put on the phone with people, or, even face to face with people that we've never met before. And so we need to be, as the face of Advocare, we need to be calm and comforting and easygoing and easy to talk to. But all the while, we need to be able to continue to focus on, where the conversation's heading, and we need to leave that conversation having gotten a strong message across. So F.O.R.M is the way to do that. So the F stands for family, the O stands for occupation, the R stands for recreation, and the M stands for message, okay? So family, occupation, recreation, and message. So family is a huge one. It's a really big one, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, if they're giving you names, if they got 12 kids, you need to write them down, okay? You need to write everything down as you go. One of the first things that I say is, hey, well, it's nice to meet you. How do you know so-and-so, whoever it was that introduced us? Just get the conversation going. And then I want to talk about family first, always. I want to say, well, tell me about yourself. Are you married? You got kids? Yeah, I'm married. We've been married 12 years. Oh, really? What's your husband's name? His name's John. And you guys have kids? Yeah, we've got 2 kids. How old are your kids? They're 10 and 12. And what are their names? So continue that conversation. You want to talk about family with people because family is why they're doing everything they're doing in life. So it's huge for them. And 99% of the time, well, I wouldn't say 99%, but a lot of the time, that'll be their purpose. So really, don't be shy to talk about people's family. Ask a lot of questions, get names written down. And then you want to move the conversation into occupation. So occupation, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for, 10 years. And really, well, where are you a nurse? What kind of setting is that? Do you like your job? What do you like most about your job? How'd you get into nursing? Those kind of things. Continue the conversation to figure out what it is that they're doing for a living. Where are they spending 8 hours a day, 5 days a week? And then also, well, what does John do for a living? Find out some more information about that. How did, does John like his job? How do you get into that? You really want to just make it conversational. But again, what you'll really see in the occupation side of it is that if they hate their job, or they are looking for a way out of their job, or they don't make enough money at their job, that's where you're going to see it come out. And that was surely the case for me. And then again, recreation is, what do you guys do for fun? Do you guys like to travel? What do you do with the family of 6, on the weekends? What do your weekends look like? Do you get to work out? What kind of things do you do for fun? All that stuff. So you want to just talk about recreation at that point. And then the M is message. So now you've gathered all this information about her and John, and you need to now figure out how to position Advocare to appeal to all of those things she just told you. So when you give your message of Advocare, you can then kind of wrap that information around what she's just told you. So, for example, I might say, well, you know what? I can totally sympathize with you about the job part because back in 2013, I was stuck in a job that I hated, and it was an hour and a half away from home. So I spent 3 hours in the car every day to go to a job that I hated, and I wasn't paid enough for what I was doing. And that's when Advocare came into my life. And so that, So then I can position the conversation to talk about how Advocare allowed me to get out of that job. It allowed me to take the job closer to home. It allowed me to pay off all this debt, yada, yada. So when you position Advocare in the message, you want to be able to pull in that same information that they just gave you when you did the F.O.R.M on them, okay? So I hope that helped some of you guys. Use it. I'm telling you, just trust me, use it. Write down your acronyms. This is what I did my first couple 3-way calls. I literally had a piece of paper that said F.O.R.M. And I would write family. I would make all these notes about who their family was, their occupation, and then recreation, and then the message. I would jot down my notes as I went, and I kind of had that as a blueprint in front of me. So use it, use it, use it. All of your upline leaders are using it. Think about the last three-way call you did with Jesse Reynolds or Brandon Knife or CJ Stockel or Z or James Rudder or whoever. Think about who you did a three-way call with, Daniel Butler, you know what I mean? And what did they do to carry the conversation to Advocare? That's what you want to be doing, and that's F.O.R.M. All right, so I hope that helps some of you guys. Have a great weekend. Take care.